Welcome back to Curiosity Kids. I'm Joy with ACCPF.
I'm Quinn, her daughter.
So last week we learned how to identify birds out at like wetlands or out in the park. But we were thinking,
Like, how do you get birds to come into your backyard so you don't have to go anywhere?
if you can't go out by yourself to wetlands and stuff like that, that's a good idea. So we're going to talk to Miss Carrie and find out some tips on how to attract birds right here.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Miss Carrie again, here with some final birding basics as part of Curiosity Kids. At the beginning of our series, we talked about why you would want to watch birds. And we gave a couple of reasons that birds are really cool and fun and diverse, and they live almost everywhere. But maybe you don't see a lot of birds in your own backyard. In this video, we'll share some tips about how to attract more birds to your backyard.
Like all living things, birds need food, water, and shelter. Birds rely on seeds and weeds for food sources. Many birds that you will find in backyards rely on the seeds from annual flowers. Sunflowers are definitely a favorite, but any kind of flower that makes a seed and is left to dry on the stalk can be food for birds. Birds also rely on weeds for food. All birds rely on insects for at least some part of their life cycle, and 90 to 95% of songbirds rely on insects to feed their young. So if you leave some weedy patches, the insects have a place to live, and a bird will be more likely to build a nest close to that area. If you have a tree or two in your backyard, you can hang a bird feeder. Do-it-yourself bird feeders can be made out of empty milk jugs or other kinds of materials, or you can buy a feeder and hang it from a tree. In order to survive, birds need places to keep hidden from predators and safe places to build a nest for their young. So trees and shrubs not only provide this shelter, but also can provide food in the form of nuts and fruits. If you watched the first video in this series, you may have seen my dog Coco. Sometimes not a lot of birds will come around when there's another animal nearby. But when I'm alone in the yard, I've seen at least 10 different kinds of birds. Common house cats are predators, especially for songbirds. So to keep songbirds safe, it's a really good idea to put a bell on your cat if your cat is allowed outside. The bell signals to the bird that the cat is around, and then the bird stays safe.
California is home to over 600 different species of birds. This represents almost 2/3 of all birds in the entire continent of North America. That's amazing. Watching birds for your own enjoyment is just one reason to make your backyard or garden more bird friendly. But protecting birds is an even better reason to create a sustainable habitat that supports all kinds of living things in an ecosystem.
Thank you, Miss Carrie. I learned a lot.
Very cool. I'm excited to make sure we have the right kind of environment for birds to come into our yard, because just like people, birds are looking for food, water, and safety, right? That's how they're going to build a home right here. So Miss Carrie gave us one more thing that we can do. So she gave us a whole recipe for how to make seed cakes. Not like birthday cakes, but seed cakes to attract more birds to our yard. Go to acparks.org and click on Birding Basics 4 so you can get your seed cake recipe.
I want to go make one right now.
Should we go? Very cool. Let's make seed cake for the birds.
Bye.
Bye!